Woo! Yeah, windy out there. Woo! Hey guys, it's Dushmeister here. Hope you're all having a great day. Just thought I'd take a few minutes just to give you guys some 5 tips on starting out as a photographer. Maybe you've just started or you're thinking of starting. Hopefully these particular 5 tips will help you guys, along your photography journey. All right, so tip number 1 is use what you have. When I first started getting into photography, I didn't have a camera. Well, actually, the only camera I had was on my smartphone, which was the Galaxy Note 9. So I just started taking photos with that. I was watching tutorials on mobile photography, so I just wanted to get good at, just with my phone, until I can afford a proper camera. So just use what you have. And in the meantime, start researching the type of cameras that you'd like to get as a first camera while you're using your phone. So that'll stop you from, kind of impulse buying and kind of, just kind of do your research before you invest in a camera that you actually want, not just, not just a camera that, some popular YouTuber is using. So that's tip number 1. Use what you have. Tip number 2, take your time. So give yourself time to just get to know photography. You don't, like, the great thing about photography is that you don't have to learn everything like in a week. So photography is an ongoing learning process, and things change all the time, and things are always changing and they're never going to stop changing. So, so best to just take your time with it and don't put pressure on yourself about, that you have to learn everything right away. For me, the fun part is the learning process. So just take your time. Tip number 3 is start small. So this kind of ties into tip number 1. This should be pretty basic to everyone anyway, but I'll say it anyway. And that is, don't invest in really expensive gear right away in the beginning. Your best option is to just find a good quality budget camera you can afford with a basic kit lens and just expand from there. So my first proper camera was the Canon M50, which is what I'm filming on right now. I got that with a basic 15 to 45mm kit lens, and I actually got like an adapter. Like, I got the Viltrox M2 adapter with the Canon 50mm 1.8, and all that costed me under $1,000. So like, I saved up quite a few months for it, but all that was under $1,000. So it was something I could afford, and it was just something just to get me started in the photography game. So, and I think that's a really great start for any photographer, because it's a really great lens, the 50mm. It will pretty much cover everything. So, and a lot of people don't give the M50 enough credit, because it's a very powerful camera, if you use it right. But that's like any gear, I heard a quote, I hear this all the time online. It says, your gear is only as good as the person using it, or something like that. But it's a great thing to keep in mind. So that's tip number 3. Just start small and just work your way up as you grow. And as you learn more about cameras and what the best one is for you, then you'll be able to make smarter purchases rather than just impulse buying, because then you can just waste a lot of money that way. So so that's tip number 3. So tip number 4 is start connecting with other photographers via social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Maybe you have a friend who's doing photography or a relative. It'd be a good way to start connecting and just, maybe get some tips or some guidance on photography. Find out what they're doing themselves. I've been connecting a lot with a lot of different groups on Facebook. It's been really great. I love seeing other people's work, because we all learn from each other, and because everyone else is, wanting to connect with other photographers. So it's a win-win relationship for everybody. Like, I've been connecting a lot with a lot of groups on Facebook, like different photography groups, and they're all fantastic. You get to see other people's great work, and everyone's always seeking advice about whether it's gear or how they shoot, or like whatever it is, which is great. So it's a good community where people can just collaborate and just learn off, bounce ideas off each other and learn off each other. So so just start connecting with people on Facebook or wherever, and just go from there. And tip number 5, which is probably the most important, is have fun. You know, like I know there are situations where you should take it a little bit seriously, but you know, if you're working for clients, but at the end of the day, you know, photography should be fun, and like not just photography but everything. So you know, if you're not having fun or doing what you're doing, then you know, really, what's the point? You know, because then you put stress on yourself and you get frustrated about, you know, what you're not doing, what you should be doing. Yeah, so by having fun, you just kind of take things a little bit more lightly, and just so you'll find that the more fun you have, the more productive you are. So yeah, so just keep that in mind. Just have fun, and remember, there are no rules to photography. You may hear some people say, "Oh, you know, you shouldn't shoot like this. You shouldn't do this. Why didn't you do this?" It's like at the end of the day, photography is a way for people to express how they see things and how they see the world. So photography is just a form of a human expression, and we all see and experience things different ways. You know, two people could take the same photo of the same image, but the way they see them could be completely different. So you know, we need to stop condemning people for that, and just, you know, just celebrate it and just embrace yeah, just other people, you know, how other people see it, and take whatever value you can from it, you know, and just kind of incorporate it in your own work, you know. Yeah, so I think that's an important thing to keep in mind. Don't take it too seriously, don't be too hard on yourself, and don't be critical of others. You know, be open to suggestions, and have fun. Yeah, that's the whole point of tip 5. Have fun. You know, if you're not having fun, not just with photography, but just life in general. So there's enough stress going on in the world, particularly this year.
Tell me about it.
But so yeah, so have fun. Just have fun with it. Just have fun in general. And yeah, that's my 5 tips for today. I probably butchered it with this shitty vlog, but that's alright. It's my first vlog, and you know, like I said, just learn, have fun with it. Hopefully this video gave some kind of value to someone. Yeah, so just thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. Hit the like, subscribe, blah 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 blah, like everyone else says. You know, you can follow me on all my social media links, including my group page, which is in the description below. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video, which I'll hopefully upload soon. Alright, so see you later, guys.